everybody, this is The Real, and this next topic is about as real as it gets. So, footage has emerged of a 12-year-old San Antonio girl being body slammed to the ground by a police officer at her school.
Wow.
Yeah. Check out the footage from Good Morning America, and I should warn you guys, party people, it's pretty disturbing. Take a look.
This video of a San Antonio school officer slamming a middle school student to the ground, causing outrage. Watch again. The video shows Rhodes Middle School Resource Officer Joshua Kem, students all around with his arms around 12-year-old Janissa Valdez. You see him pick her up and then throw her face down.
Jess, are you okay?
I don't know about you, but that was real hard for me to watch as a parent, and I ain't got time for that. And so, you know, the officer right now is currently on paid leave pending the results of the investigation. I don't know what investigation they looking for, but because what I just saw is absolutely asinine and ridiculous. But I don't know. That's just me. But Tam, you know, after watching that as a parent, you know, do you feel like school safety is an issue that this country needs to address more and look into deeply? Like, what's going on?
When you think of school, you should hope that it's a place that's going to be safe for your children.
Yes.
But it's not. We hear more than ever. It's a time of, you know, people coming in, shooting up, you know, your kids, people doing this stuff. It really makes me think of, you know, homeschooling my child. So it's definitely something, you guys, that I worry about all the time. We have to do something about this. This is a serious situation. We should not just sit here, just watch something like this and talk about something like this. We have to start changing, doing something about this.
Allegedly, the story is that the little girl was getting bullied and there was some altercation happening and she thought someone else was grabbing her. And so that's the reason why she was kicking. She was defending herself. And he was getting, I guess, allegedly kicked in the groin area. And that is the reason why it was just the hard slam.
Yeah. That's the reason.
The problem I have is that we've replaced teachers and counselors with police officers. They're students, they're not criminals, and they need to be treated a different type of way. That's the problem.
I mean, growing up, when I went to high school in New York City, when I was growing up, and I actually went to high school and the first 2 years, and I had to walk through metal detectors in my school.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we did too, because I went to high school in Detroit, so everybody.
New York.
And when I moved to LA, they actually had to teach us how to react if there was a drive-by shooting.
What?
Yeah, I grew up in middle school and high school, being prepared, always, being defensive when I'm at school. And you've heard of a defensive driver. You're always looking out to see if someone's going to do something. Now we have to teach our children to be that way at school. It's not a very comfortable.
I remember I saved up to get like a really cool JanSport backpack, the one with the leather on the bottom. And then I remember when the school issued a new rule that everybody had to get clear backpacks so you could see every single thing in your bag. And so all of us just felt like, what was the reason? And the reason was because people were carrying weapons and you couldn't be safe anymore.
Wow,
and just that realization at such a young age, it's too soon to grow up and think about the world in that way when you just
but the
really want to
police
play
officer is
tetherball,
supposed to be there to protect, not to do things like this. And let me tell you something. Her mama and daddy is better than me and Vince because I know Vince is a savage. And, he be out here in these streets like Diddy did, his son's coach. Okay? Don't get at my child like that, boo, because you're going to have you a problem. Have several seats, all right? That's for me to do, not for you to do. You call me.
It's a perfect example of why we need training, and we need to talk to our children, and we need to train different people on how to handle, because it's about breaking up a fight. It's not becoming part of the fight. He could have killed that girl. Thank God he didn't.
Yeah,
so
he
we
literally
need to
could have
better
killed
train
her.
everybody, all school officials, counselors, the security people, everybody.
Very sad.
Listen to Auntie Lottie.